Boom. Hey, look, me and my dog. Hey,
We in the book.
week 5, week to week. We in the highs. You know where we at. Pull up. You got something to say? We got something to say.
If you
know what I'm
if you
saying?
talking for the streets, come on in here and say
you know what I'm saying? Talk about it. He got one coming in tomorrow. He
ready.
Yeah.
You might gotta put him on camera on Instagram.
Hey,
we
we gonna upload him because he wanna talk that Dion Primetime HBCU situation. And he HBCU alumni. So we gonna talk about it, man.
We'll
Week 5. We appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like, comment, share. All the
Copy the link, send it to everybody in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Just copy it.
Whoop the whoop.
I don't like when he say that. He did that shit on purpose. Week to week, baby. We back.
Week to week.
Your boy Tony Tarintino, man.
That boy Sherrod Martin in there. His house.
In his house. Another exciting week.
Hey though, last week though, I ain't gonna even trip on y'all. Last week, my boy Tony Tarintino talking big boy, cash money, moolah.
100.
Going into the last game, fantasy football, Monday night.
All I needed was Darren Waller to give me one big play.
Come on, man. All he needed.
That's all I needed.
I'm talking about
the dude I was playing against had Devontae Adams too, though.
He did. And there was a lot of heat on that game. There was group chat buzzing. Yeah.
The dude told me Darren Waller ain't even gonna get a target in the game. I said, man, nah, we gonna see. Jerry Sneed gonna lock down Devontae Adams.
He said all that. I screenshot it. He said all that.
I said all that. So get what? We get into Monday night. The game quake off, you know what I'm saying? That boy a 4th down. It's like 4th and 1. Raider got the ball. They throw a bomb.
They gotta be first quarter, right?
This the first quarter. Okay. They throw a bomb. Devontae Adams.
Deep ball.
Deep ball. I seen Darren Waller out there running a little crossing route underneath though. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams scored. Next time they come out possession, I hear him talking about Darren Waller got a hamstring. He questioned return.
Never want to hear that.
I'm like, oh man, this getting ugly. This is getting ugly. Devontae Adams getting off. His little points on his side going up. Man. My points just staying at 0.
I'm looking at the TV, stuff going on. That they know they keep putting the camera on Darren Waller.
Next time they put the camera on Darren Waller, that boy in street clothes, looking like me. That boy had on a gray hoodie and a skull cap, not them.
And his chain, I think he had a chain on too.
He did have a chain on.
So when you seen that at that moment, what was going through your mind?
I turned off the game because I knew I lost my fantasy matchup, and I'm 1-4. Ugh. Yeah, so I done gave $40 to the pot right now.
Easy man. I'm 1-4. You already know what he did.
What's your record over there, Mr. Papa?
Hey, I'm 2-2. No, I'm 2-3.
So
I'm 2-3.
He just got. I got 10 in on him. That's all. He took it.
I'm 2-3, but I want a little side bet, so you know what I'm saying. I'm still probably.
Speaking of side bets, Chiefs gonna lose the division.
Man, hey, we gonna keep playing, man. You know what
I ain't trying to put your business. I ain't trying to put your business out there.
You sure have. You sure have.
I ain't trying to put your business out there.
You put plenty of it out there.
What the Chiefs looking like for you right now?
Hey, man, like I said last week, man, Chiefs look good. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they do. It was a close one, though.
It's good we started off with this game, though. How you feel about Devontae Adams and what he did as far as his situation?
I seen this morning that they talking about, you know, they finna charge me with a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor assault?
Yeah. Okay. And dude's emotions get into it, you know.
Tough loss.
He
could have got his feet down. He really had a game-winning play. You know?
But I think something else is there. I could be wrong, but I think something else is there in the organization. You know what I'm saying? I know statistically, when you're doing stuff and stuff going your way and you balling, you sometimes can forget about the win-loss column sometimes because you more onto the individual stats. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the expectations of what he thought it was going to be like is what's going on. And when we see people arguing and when we see people lashing out in these certain things, I think it's a little more there. We'll never know because he ain't no person that do all that. But it's something else there, bro. It gotta be. It gotta be something else there.
I feel like that situation, he definitely was frustrated. But I agree with you with saying there's something else there because you just not doing that.
I mean, with the push down though, in his situation, like
you're not doing that.
Technically, when you come in a tunnel, you're not expecting people just to be walking by.
That's true.
When you're not expecting something just to pop up out of nowhere, cloud your vision with what's called. You could be walking with your head down, whatever, but Usually when you come through that tunnel, they low key like players will come and get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know it from this angle, so
you know what I'm saying? So no, I'm telling you. So like usually if you was in the band or something, right, and y'all was getting ready to come out in this halftime, nah, they pushing everybody to the side of the wall. Y'all line up like this here, cause it's no interference with the people that's coming through there.
A camera guy that has field access. It ain't like it was just a regular guy, a regular fan. The Bobby Wagner situation, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's
true. And it ain't like when you going through the end zone and you watch calling, you catching the cameraman right there, he getting the angle, and you show him up. It ain't like that.
From what I see, he was just walking past.
But in the NFL, whoever could be security fault in that tunnel, because when you come through the NFL and you're a player, you priority.
Yeah.
When you coming through there, that shit cleared out. No different when you running out the tunnel. When you come out in a team, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're gonna be out the way. But when you do individual group, everybody don't come out at the same time. So when you coming up, shit, there's people out there with security shirts, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they coming through, whatever. So you never have to worry about that. 9 times out of 10, when you usually come through there, the path is clear. I can say that. I can say that.
Speaking of suspension.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whew. Got an update on Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
So with his situation, the NFL do not punish a player till a verdict is discussed. So he haven't came out to a verdict yet. That's the only reason he's not being suspended yet.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: NFL gonna do what they gonna do anyway. They just gonna wait
this season though. His lawyer is actually getting the cases pushed back, so he playing this season. They're trying to get it pushed back to the off season, so they can go ahead and maneuver how they want to maneuver during into the offseason. But until a verdict get established, till he's found guilty or whatever, the NFL is not going to do nothing about it.
But you realize, though, in a lot of situations, guys can be innocent, and then the NFL is still punishing
them just because you make them look a certain way or whatever the situation.
However that works, but the NFL got its own law. So basically what they're saying is we're going to let you continue to deal with your situation first and see how they work out. Then we're going to come in and do our own private investigation, and then we're going to handle it how we want to handle it, which 9 times out of 10 going to lead to some kind of suspension. But in them situations, though, it do make it tougher on the NFL if the law itself hasn't already done anything. How you feel about Cole Beasley retiring after one game?
I don't know how to feel about that.
Let me say this, from a fan, what does that look like?
Either one, Tampa Bay organization messed up. You know what I'm saying? He went there, seen what he needed to see, and got up out of there. Over 2, he really just wanted to take the time and he knew he was done. He gave him one more go. He was like, nah, I'm done with the game. He just left it alone. It could be either or. The organization could have some stuff going on with him, though.
Sometimes I feel like guys are used to an organization ran a certain kind of way. They used to practice being done a certain kind of way, getting some kind of love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't have to do so much, etc. And then sometimes you come in a situation and you got to prove yourself. But it's one of two things. Either it's like what you said, I agree with something in the organization, something he's seen, etc. 2, guys came back healthy. Chris Godwin came back, Mike Evans came back. You got Julio, you got Russell Gage. And in them situations, he might not want to limit himself and have him on the bench. You know what I'm saying? And you know, go back to practice squad. Like he like, nah, I'm better than that. I'd rather free myself up and find myself useful for somebody. Or 2, he really wasn't in shape like that. And after that first game, when you getting thrown to the fire, certain things start getting tight, etc. And it's like, you know, on top of some of the other stuff, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? And rest up and chill. And you know, his excuse was he was missing his family, you know what I'm saying? Go back and be around his family.
That's the way you do
like
it. That's what you say. That's what you do.
You know?
Especially with that team.
Yeah.
With Tom Brady going through what he's doing about his family. That's the perfect way to get up out of there, huh? That's the best way to get up out of there.
So, I be listening to the football streets and seeing what's going on. Do you think that adds more conflict to Tom Brady and his wife when a guy, if the reason why they separated is because of, you know what I'm saying, basically he won't let it go, and you know, basically want to come spend.
I don't think it adds no more conflict to it. I think the damage already done. You know what I'm saying? If it added, I feel like Tom Brady would have seen made a conscious decision like, either I'm finna go home or I'm finna play football. He probably thought about it hard. He gonna play football. He's just dealing with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? It can't get no worse. She already left. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get no worse. Only thing it do now is we gotta build and go up. You know what I'm saying? It can't get no worse. So
I feel like that too. I feel like each household is different. You know what I'm saying? Now, that'll be a great a great situation for somebody to try to validate their point. Like, it's almost like sometimes when you get into an argument and then something else come up and you be like, well, shit, I told you I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? You make it seem like I'm the only one that feel this way or something like that. But I do feel like, you know, his situation is his situation. And you have to be careful about comparing situations. You know what I'm saying? Do you like what Antonio Brown doing with the, I'm not gonna call it drama. I'm just gonna basically say at the end of the day, like the perspective of what it looks like.
Nah, I don't like that. Because people gonna take, the world people gonna take for what they want to take it for. Regardless, you can put a caption under it.
Right.
They don't care about that. They gonna look at the picture and the picture gonna say 1,000 words. And that's what they gonna look at it as.
He posted something on Twitter. And I know it was just for views. It just for views. It just for.
When you post a picture and another man, wife, and y'all hugging, the streets
No,
gonna
that
talk.
ain't even what I'm talking about. It's another one.
No, I don't know.
After that, the other one was, I sent it to you. You probably didn't check it out. It was a book cover. Like somebody designed a book cover. And it had basically like Tom Brady leaving. You know what I'm saying? It had a picture of AB sitting in the house in the window. And
watching him leave.
Pretty much. And his wife is at the West Coast. And it's kind of like that thing we be talking about sometimes about morally. And you looking in and you like, oh, you know that's like dirty. You know that's wrong. And it ain't, and you know, I don't know him, Tom Brady relationship. It is something that they'll laugh over or joke about or something like that. But it is tough in the situation of getting involved in something that definitely don't involve you.
It don't involve you.
In them situations.
That's a whole serious situation they're going through.
Kids involved, like all kind
involved.
of stuff, you know. So some of the stuff it seemed like when he lash out about or whatever, you know, messing around, staying relevant, staying in conversation, keeping up that bad boy image, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But at some point, do you ever think you can get to a point where it go too far?
And I believe he went too far when he posted a picture of his wife.
Yeah.
Because everybody already knew what was going on in that situation. Then for you to come in and do that, and we all know that this man brought you into his house, this man got you back playing football, this man got you doing, you know what I'm saying? We don't know the whole.
He done spoke highly of him too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we don't know the whole, you know what I'm saying? But we know certain things that he have done, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, you just don't play with nobody's wife. Regardless, y'all breaking up, divorce or whatnot, whatever the situation is, you just don't do that one. One of the biggest things in the NFL, just this past week, the ref and the passer calls.
We go back to Tom Brady. Let me go back to Tom Brady.
Let me go to my Falcons.
And it involves your Falcons with Tom Brady. But I'm gonna say this. Tom Brady been making history a long time.
Yeah, on calls. We talking about calls.
Tom Brady had involvement in the tuck rule.
And that's where it all started. That was the first incident where Tom Brady began the history of what he's doing.
So to me, transitioning this, when the Tom Brady happened, I think the ones that came the next day, they was like, hey, I'm listening to what Football Street doing. Hey, y'all know y'all can't take the golden child. Mm-hmm. Y'all know y'all can't do this, do that. The new rule already was you can't hit them too low and you can't hit them too high. You know what I'm saying? Grady Jerry. Grady Jerry.
Grady Jerry. You can just say 9-7.
You know what I'm saying? He got him in the perfect spot. In the sweet spot. Momentum.
I love him.
Momentum. Around the hips. I told you, boy, when you walk by your old lady in the kitchen, that's when you put your hands at, she know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
For me personally, I feel like the refs need to start being held accountable for some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? The same way how a quarterback got to sit there after a 5-interception game and get interviewed. And the same way a coach got to sit there and do that. I feel like a ref need to go. The refs should have the same thing. A press conference for the refs and figure out how we gonna do this next time. And what did y'all see? How do y'all feel y'all need to be better after this game? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a big thing we need to do because I feel like 2 games was lost because of that call. No, let me not say lost. A game was almost lost because of that call because the Chiefs ended up pulling it out. You know what I'm saying? But the Falcons, I feel like that's what cost us that game. Granted, there's other stuff that go into factor. But that was a big...
Y'all would have got the ball back.
We would have got the ball back and got an opportunity in field goal range.
I think what would have been major in that situation, how they called New York and asked them on calls or something and stuff sometimes, New York got to step in and tell them to pick up that flag. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we just talk about bosses and hiring people and the overseer overseeing the overseer. You know what I'm saying? And people make mistakes. But in New York, in some situation, how they call down and they make you
They
do.
call that red phone,
You know what I'm saying? What you call it? They got to do the same thing. And and I understand that they want to leave it in the referee hands and let them make that call, and they try to adjust it at the end. But shoot, games are won and lost. People losing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? What's called based on these situations. In something that's clear cut and dry, they got to make that phone call. On a bigger note, on a bigger picture, and we see a lot of teams that don't have superstar quarterbacks. And I think that's why they're continuing to protect the value of the quarterback, because that position is so limited. And when the quarterback play goal, the value of the game drop. Mm-hmm. So they trying to do everything possible to protect the value of the game.
Do you feel like it's fairness amongst the quarterbacks?
Fairness in what way?
The running quarterbacks and the pocket quarterbacks. I don't feel like they call it the same.
Depending on who you is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you give yourself up and you slide, like, they gonna protect you. Mm-hmm. If you trying to run folks over, those people less likely getting a flag. But the situation is, though, what the ref got to distinguish is when he's running as a quarterback, basically like what his pad level look like.
Do he look like a running back, or do he look like he's
facts?
He's just trying to get a couple yards.
Do he look like he being the aggressor? You know what I'm saying? In a situation, then I feel like those situations hit different. The only issue is Lamar Jackson had a situation that could have been a rough in the passer situation, but they're probably mentally not looking for the throwing it, because a lot of times he look like the aggressor and he don't slide and give himself up much. But this ain't nothing that we ain't seen before. They did it to Cam Newton. Yeah, it was kind of one of those situations like with some players who got paid a big boy check. You know what I'm saying? Like, does the money overcompensate for their happiness? Players like Devontae Adams.
I feel like, yeah, but no, give or take. I'm going to give you a player people probably won't even talk about. David Njoku. David Njoku got paid, but I feel like they're using the hell out of him. There's other guys who get paid, you know what I'm saying? They feel like it's just not coming their way like that, you know what I'm saying? Like how you saying Devontae Adams. I feel like his situation with getting paid is just the team overall. But like you see, like, everybody who got paid really balling right now.
So it ain't nobody you really can think of.
Let me ask you this. You saying like, you getting paid, does you losing or winning compensate? Do the money outweigh you losing or winning, basically? You happy about the money, or you happy about... That's what you're trying to say.
Does the money, it's almost like Jay-Z, did he say, would you rather be overpaid or underrated? So I remember when Grady Jarrett signed his contract, and people had the expectation that the Falcons weren't going to be good. Mm-hmm. But the mindset in the football street was, shoot, he getting paid enough money to help him sleep at night.
Yeah, he ain't worried about it.
So, like, in them situations.
I feel like the money, dude, man, you got to take care of your family. Like, end of the day, you want that bag, you want to get that money. Great at winning come part of it, but right now, you got to get your money and try to win later. Mm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you got to get that money. You got to secure that money while you can. But do it. But in Devontae Adams situation, I feel like he'd rather be winning more than signing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he had.
Do you? Would he rather be winning than getting that bag? Don't get me wrong. You want the best of both worlds.
You want the best of both worlds.
You got to secure the bag, though.
You on the teams, you got 7 rings.
Fact.
You really ain't the superstar.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what your contract. You know you getting paid a little bit because you a professional athlete, but you ain't no superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Would you rather have all the accolades and everybody be like, boy, that boy won championships, that boy wide receiver, interception, lead interception, whatever, or would you rather just have the bank at the end of your career and just have that money and just be like, well, my family's straight and
what was that? Well, you said 500 M's at first, right?
I said 500. That's a lot. I mean, Patrick Mahomes just got 500.
I'm gonna say this. And this deep down, I want both.
No,
I want both. I want to be respected. I want to be respected in the game. You know what I'm saying, etc. But then again, too, I want that bag. Now, if I got to choose, I'm take the bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be nobody that I got to pun into my accolades.
We got guys, out there like that in the field.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? They got the bag, but ain't got the nothing else.
You know, and it's in those situations, that don't mean they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like what you call it, but
let's piggyback off your question. You think them guys really satisfied with having that? Throw a name out there. Kirk Cousins, first time tag. Kirk Cousins paid.
Okay.
He paid.
Yeah.
He paid. But he ain't got nothing to like. We know he played quarterback.
They talking all that trash.
We know he played quarterback.
They talking trash about him on TV today. Get what? Shit, it made me immune to it. Talk about me all you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, at the end of the day, though, it is some people that got that sense of pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this ain't nobody trying to rob nobody. Ain't nobody trying to what's call it. I'm trying to get me. But then again, your name is your brand. You know what I'm saying? So when people just speaking on your name like that and etc., like nah, man. I'm like Birdman, man. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who you case for MVP right now?
Ew! Who we got for MVP? 5 weeks in. Who I like? Man, I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts right now.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts right now.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts, and I ain't saying that he playing flawless, but you know what I'm saying. Like I like what he got going on.
It's my next question. You think the Cowboys' success and 50 success is based off their defense?
I think defense plays a factor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I think defense plays a factor, man. When you dominant on one side, and when it comes to winning. You know what I'm saying? When you dominant on defense and it comes to winning, that means you got to stop somebody from scoring. Yeah. But when you dominant on the offensive side, along with the defense, it makes everything easier. You get field position. You know what I'm saying? You getting all these different things. So I think it pans out. So this another kicker though. And no disrespect to quarterbacks out here doing things. But when you speak on Dallas, you giving credit to Cooper Rush or you giving credit to the defense?
See, that's what I was gonna go to. I was gonna break it down with Dallas.
Ask me a question.
I was gonna break it down with Dallas.
I ain't mean to beat you.
I mean, I give it both of them.
Okay.
Cause for one, Dallas defense do give you points on the board. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your defense can give you points on the board. That's always a plus. The defense.
Yeah, field position when you ain't gotta drive 90 yards every time.
But I also give credit to Cooper Rush.
Okay.
He jumping in that fire. He actually playing good. He actually got them talking like they don't even know they want to rush that back because he playing so good. So I feel like it go hand in hand because you got to have a quarterback at some form of caliber good football to win the game.
When you got a good defense like that, the kicker to it is not turning the ball over.
Mm-hmm. Keep your defense
long you get them a chance, don't turn it over. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing to get the other team short field position. Them games are a lot more manageable. And then again too, it's playing to the play call. You know what I'm saying? When teams can run the ball, I know Miles Sanders had a great game. When teams can run the ball and teams got to worry about in that backfield, you know what I'm saying? When you got the defense thinking, that always going to work in your favor. Go ahead, lead that thing. Lead it. Go ahead, take off.
So we on Dallas.
Okay.
You feel like Pollard should be running more than the Zeke? How you like that situation? Because right now it seems like Dallas defense is solid. The offense still trying to figure out if they want to run the football or they want to put it in the hands of throwing the football.
Yeah.
You feel like they need to be throwing or running? And if they are running the ball, who you think need to be having more carries, Zeke or Pollard?
I think it's enough carries to go around. I think it balances itself out. Who getting when they get the touches in different kind of situation. Yeah. Now sometimes you can't always put Tony Pollard out there in third down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to switch up the play call. Let Pollard run between the tackle. Let Zeke catch out the backfield. I feel like it balanced out. When I see Tony Pollard, I look at Tony Pollard like Booby mild. Let Booby spin. Put Booby in. You know what I'm saying?
Play real quick.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the part when it comes to certain teams. You talk about change of pace, because some change of pace at times you need that scat back, and then at times you need that bruiser. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what phase of the game, and then it depends on at what point that you got the defense on the hill. To where Zeke gonna hold up more when you wearing them down, like you like, shoot, these boys ready to get the game over with. They ain't even trying to tackle no more. You know what I'm saying? But Tony Pollard, that's an extra different kind of spark. I got the defense tired in the situation when I throw him out there, yeah, he taking off. So And then the most important thing about it is no matter how many touches you get, how many carries, you just know when them dudes get the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, they gonna do something with it. And that's dope too. What Falcons got coming up?
We playing San Fran this week. At home.
Hey, San Fran defense ain't no HOE either. Speaking on running the ball, y'all think y'all gonna be able to run against San Fran?
We gonna have to run the ball because you see last week we really couldn't run the ball against Tampa Bay. So you gonna have to figure out something to run the ball.
That's actually tough.
It's tough. We got 2 teams back to back to run the ball against.
You know what? When I look at schedule and when I'm choosing my fantasy players, that's actually something I've been paying attention to. Who playing Tampa and who playing San Fran?
That's what I've been paying attention to as far as my trades now. What's coming up on schedule. Because you look at some people, they got, whew.
Hey, look.
You look at some schedules, you just see defense. You don't even care about, you just see defense.
Bad. I mean, it's the lead though. Like it's just a lot of ballers out there, you know.
But the Falcon Street's talking. Some of them boys ready for Ritter. I feel like Ritter need to just sit and relax this season. You know what I'm saying? Let Mariota go out there. He got a 2-year deal. And I ain't trying to keep him around forever.
And deep down too though, I don't think you should just throw him out there to the wolves. If you want to get his feet wet, you know what I'm saying? Throw him out there in some situation stuff and, you know what I'm saying, let him at least get the feel of the game a little bit. But I hope it ain't no situation where he just got to come off the bench and go in the game.
But that's the way they talking around camp. People are saying, is it time for Ritter? And I don't think Mariota playing bad. I just think people just want to see the young boy. They just want to start producing. They just want him in there and let him get the reps going and just start to see what he's going to do. And
I think that's the thing in some situation of good coaching. They don't let the people pressure them in the situation just because they want to see something new.
What time span do you think a coach has to turn the team around?
To turn the team around?
Yeah, just speaking though, I heard something about Arthur Smith earlier that was like, you know what I'm saying, second year, and he's doing, you know what I'm saying, he's really overachieving right now. Even though they're not winning,
Facts.
He's overachieving to what they expected.
Nah, that's good. I mean, they're basically saying you got some momentum. The issue is with that too is, like next year, if you ain't got no momentum and you going backwards, then that's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, shoot, like I say all the time, they say favor ain't fair. So some coaches got a longer leash than the other ones. Some can take 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and then some of them, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's lawsuits going on right now. You like, dang, they ain't getting them in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? To really prove themselves, or they get fired off of, you know, winning season, turn the program around. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Owners gonna always have the rights to do what they want to do, but then at the end of the day, outside of that, you just trying to make sure they acting, I guess it's morally. I don't know if that'll be the word for that, but you just want to make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't doing no BS in the situation. So we need to get some material together. Boom. Hey, look, me and my dog. Hey, week 5, week to week. We in the highs. You know where we at. Pull up. You got something to say? We got something to say.
If you talking for the streets,
hey,
come on in here and say it.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. He got one coming in tomorrow. He
ready.
Yeah.
You might gotta put him on camera on Instagram.
Hey, we gonna upload him because he wanna talk that Dion Primetime HBCU situation. And he on HBCU alumni. So we gonna talk about it, man. Week to week, week 5. We appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like, comment, share.
Copy the link, send it to everybody in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Just copy it.
Whoop the whoop.
I don't like when he say that. He did that shit on purpose.